Hey guys, it's Smiley, and today's video is going to be what I usually eat in a day during quarantine. Let's get started. So usually I like to start out the day with hot coffee, but I ended up making Dalgona coffee this morning, iced version, and it was a little fun. And if you want to see me make Dalgona coffee for the first time, the link will be down below so you can check that video out. But I decided that I wanted to make the Dalgona coffee again, so I ended up making this for my coffee in the morning. For breakfast, I actually usually have 3 different things that I tend to like make. I would usually eat udon, like spicy udon noodle soup, or I would eat ramen, or I would eat like rice and eggs with maybe sausage or spam, whatever I kind of feel. But I ended up making the hot spicy udon soup for breakfast. This is how I usually make my udon noodle. This is the package that I use as well. They come with their own soup base, and once the water boils, I end up putting this seasoning packet inside first in the water. Then I add in the udon noodle shortly afterwards, and I just kind of give it a little soak. And once I start to see that the noodle is kind of separating, I'll add my hot chili pepper that I usually have in the freezer. Then I would add 1 hard-boiled eggs, or 2, I mean not hard-boiled. So then I would add an egg in there, and I would like the egg to be runny, so I usually put that at the very end. And then after a couple minutes or so, I would put cilantro in and green onion. And then that's basically my udon or my ramen kind of like go-to recipe. The chili pepper gives it a little bit extra kick. The cilantro and green onions always give it a good fresh aspect to it to make it seem kind of like homemade. So that is my usually go-to breakfast when I'm at home. So for lunch, I ended up eating leftovers. I like to eat rice for lunch because it's more of my heavy meal. In this case, I made a chicken, tomato, bacon, creamy white sauce. So it has like spinach in there, it has tomatoes in there, it has chicken thighs, it has bacon. I'll leave the recipe down below of how I made this. Just topped it with rice and some pork belly from leftovers as well. I just ate that, and it is my heavier meal of the day, so that's how I kind of enjoy my lunch. I paired it with some sweet tea, and I usually eat lunch around like 3 to 4. It is a late lunch, but then I ate my breakfast pretty late as well. So that was a new recipe that I tried and that I really like making. So I'll leave the recipe down below if you guys wanted to try to make it. It's really good. It would be good over pasta as well if you'd like, but I did put it with rice. So for dinner, because I had a kind of like a heavy meal for lunch, I keep it simple with just kind of like a sandwich. I ended up spreading some Nutella and this cool crunchy cookie butter that my sister introduced me to. I like to keep the cookie butter a little light just because it is on the sweeter side, and I like the Nutella's balanced to that. So I just kind of spread the cookie butter kind of very like thinly as possible. And I just paired it with one of my favorite yogurt, Chobani s'mores flavor, and that is really good. So I paired it with that, something light and something fresh. And then I also paired it with some milk, because when I like to make Nutella sandwiches, I do like to drink milk with it. Keeps it from being too sweet. But once this quarantine started, you know, when you're at home all the time, you just kind of keep eating, which isn't really great, but I try to keep it as balanced as I can when I'm eating. Hopefully this video made you smile, and if you like videos like these, just let me know by commenting down below, giving this video a like, subscribing to my channel, and hitting that notification button. It'd be great. See you in the next video. Bye. All that matters is you and me.